Maybe one more dream could end another trip down memory lane. It's too late to call it, too late to change my ways. Now I'm wide awake, thinking of you every breath I take. And I'm up at 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, trying to find the words to write a perfect rhyme. Oh, and it's such a crazy hour that I just can't get you off my mind. Yeah, I'm up at 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I don't know why it took so long to see that I was out of line. And it's such a crazy hour, but I just can't get you off my mind. And it's such a crazy hour, but I just can't get you off my mind. See, maybe one more dream could end another trip down memory lane. It's too late to call, or is it too late to change my ways? Now I'm wide awake. Now I'm wide awake, thinking of you every breath I take, and I'm looking for my bounded leather journals. I need to find at least 2 of them so I can actually write up a list of tasks. And without my journals hand, I guess I am stuck looking like this. Maybe one more dream. Water's coming back, and look who just found the book. Now I'm imagining that I'm not gonna move again, at least not for a while. So putting the chair here. So I can use it to put stuff on. It's better if I do that and take it out of the frame. Right. I've been using the last 5 minutes just getting all this thing set up. I'm using this as my new journal. I'm calling it Late Wisdom. but I'm not really late. Thing is, there's so much I already know that I haven't fully implemented. So this book is supposed to help me do that. This is the brush down the computer, which is my tool. Gamma is here. So, Gamma is here, and what Gamma does is Gamma is a frog from a pharmacy, but Gamma actually allows me to decide on my most important task. Now, how does Gamma do that? So, it's a principle from Brian Tracy, and the principle states that you're supposed to write down all the things that you have to do, or all the things you tell yourself that you need to do. Oftentimes, you really don't need to do all of them, and specifically, you don't need to do all of them yourself. But when you do write down that entire list, what you're supposed to be doing is you're supposed to find the biggest, hardest, most difficult, most egregious, I don't even know if that's the most appropriate term right now, but the hardest task, the one that you have the most resistance to, and you're going to make that task your gamma, your big ugly toad. And you're going to put that task in front of you, like so. It works better if you actually write the task down and put gamma on it. But you're going to put gamma on said task, and your objective for the day is to do nothing else until you have dealt with gamma. And after you've done your biggest, ugliest task, you're going to move on to the next biggest, ugliest task, and that's going to be your second gamma, and so on and so forth. And of course, in so doing, you're becoming more effective because you are working on the most important task for you, not necessarily the most the sexiest task, but it's the most important task that you need to get done in order to move yourself forward. So I'm just starting over with this journal. I have some wisdom in it from 2016, and I'm going to be using it as my journal, at least for now, going forward until I get back. One of these guys. I could swear I bought an extra one, but evidently I didn't. So, yeah, my journal is now this for the foreseeable future. Anyway, I'm trying to sort out a new morning routine. And ideally, what I like to do in my mornings is to write my gratitude journal. So I'm going to do that. This is not a typical morning, of course, because I am up at 4. Typically I would still be working by now. So that's something. I'm actually going to put journal on this thing. Okay, right, so thinking about it, I have the AGM today for Caribbean Value Investor, so that's going to go on my list of things to do. Journal 2020. Journal 2020. Right. And I could put the CBI guy down here. Sydney. And if you want to actually see what I've been doing here just now, I was doing that. So, Journal 2020 with the insignia of Caribbean Value Investor. Okay. And of course, I have a typical standard for my how I work my days. I'm going to put the date. Today is Friday. It's Investor Friday. That's nice. Investor Friday. April 17, 2020. And of course, I always start off with gratitude journal. So my gratitude journal is where I talk about like 3 things that I'm grateful for. It was something that I actually picked up from another mentor of mine, Mr. Evan Carmichael, and it's something that I've been doing. I would say consistently. I wouldn't say every single day, but consistently over a few years now. I've kept a gratitude journal, and what I've written in that, waking up like in the mornings, is like 3 things that I am grateful for. 3 things that it may not be anything extravagant or anything even noteworthy, for example, but like right now, I'm grateful that I'm up early and that there is not a lot of distractions around. I'm grateful that I have internet in my home office now, and I'm grateful that I have all of this, so many books and toys and trinkets and a mission that's compelling and driving me, and it's not just about money or anything like that. So I'm grateful for all of those things, and that's the type of energy that I will put out into the universe. And just let it know that I'm grateful. I really do appreciate everything that I have, and when I say everything, I mean everything that I have, and I'm happy to be blessed with it all, and it would certainly be different if I didn't have all of this. I wouldn't be who I am, without the influence of all of these things that are around me or all of the people that I've interacted with. So I want to communicate that intent and that sentiment towards the universe, and to have those energies coming back to me. Alright, so being as that part done is done, I'll actually go ahead now and like write up my gratitude journal. So it normally starts out with I am grateful for a new day. Or for life. And then I'll move on to the next item. So I'm grateful for the internet and the fact that it's fully working in my room and office. I'll say lastly that I am grateful for the opportunities that I've been blessed with. I'm grateful for the opportunities that I've been blessed with the talents to manifest those things I've dreamed. And finally, for books, mentors, and great friends. And like I said, typically my gratitude journal does not necessarily go that long. I'm just using 3 things. Oftentimes it's very small. It could be I'm grateful for life, I'm grateful for water, I'm grateful that I'm in great mental and physical health. It's those simple little things. But yeah, so that would be the first thing that I do. And then I would typically do some form of exercise or meditation, for example. It's been a while since I meditated. But like in here, I had written out quite a bit of the stuff that I did for my my morning routine. That's a letter. CEO meet. How can I improve process? Learn it, document it. Oh wow. There is something in here about buying 5 patties and giving them to homeless people. I haven't done that yet. So I will need to do that. Okay. Oh, that's CEO mode. How can I improve CVI's processes? And I need to learn them and document them. Okay. And it talks about there's some other list of tasks there. But what I'm really looking for is just one page with I think how I would typically have started the morning. well, I could use this, but I have other options. Okay, so after that, I would again do my exercises, which I'm going to get to next. I'll probably just do 25 push-ups or somewhere thereabout, and probably 25 squats as well. There's a B in here. There is a B in my office. There's a B. That's not good. And this is a very busy B. I do not like busy B's. I think it's hurt. It is hurt. Not sure why. But normally it means that there is more than one of them. And that's not good. Looks like he's dying. Alright, I'm distracted. But after that, what I would do is I would be setting up my priorities. And that's something that I actually learned from John Lee Dumas's book on, well, it says, the other thing that I would do is I'd actually go through my priorities. So I'd set like 6 or 5 priorities, goals for the day, and that I would do in accordance with John Lee Dumas's journal, mastery journal. This one is old, but I think I should actually reinvest in getting more of them. It's just that it's hard to kind of walk around with this one. But the next certain things that I really do in terms of documentation for me personally would be to write down 3 goals for Caribbean Value Investor, which is my company. Then I write down 3 personal goals for myself for the day. I'd set up like my big wins and my small wins, and then I try to find something new, a new insight from like a TED talk or something to show that I'm continuously learning, or rather I'd actually be seeking out something new for the purposes of improving my own knowledge. And typically that involves watching something that I have no idea about the topic, or reading something that I typically wouldn't read, or something of the sort. And then lastly, I would end the day looking at, I think that would be it. The last thing would be that. So it would be my new insights would be the last thing. And sometimes it also starts off by having a quote for the day as well. So that's pretty much my routine. I get to work pretty early, I try. And I try to work on stuff. I oftentimes get a lot of requests in between the work that I'm doing. And that I keep like on a running list, a separate running list of tasks. And I try to get as much of them done as is possible. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my routine, guys. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for my routine, guys. It's now let's call it 5 a.m. on April 17, 2020, and it's quite possible that I will not be going to bed until around for this day, that is. It's likely I won't be going to bed at all until tomorrow, perhaps around the same time. That's possible. The reason is because I also have a pitch to do for Caribbean Value Investor in order for us to try and shore up some security, some grant funding. So that's going to take some time, and especially to design it the way I know that they'd like it. So I imagine I'm going to be up for a while. Tomorrow being, not as in actual tomorrow being Saturday would mean that I'd have somewhat less to do in a day. And also, I wouldn't be expected to kind of go on the road. We really shouldn't be on the road because of the whole COVID-19 situation, and the whole great lockdown situation. Um, but we are permitted to move about to get stuff done that we need to. We're fine for the most part, so I hopefully don't need to go on the road anytime today, being Friday or Saturday. But we'll see. Did it die? Haven't died yet.